Hey guys, we are actually outside in front of in front of my church here. So if you hear a little wind in the background, it's because we're outside. But I thought that it was fitting to do this particular segment on ideas for fundraisers outside, because a lot of people who are artistic, a lot of people who have a lot of great ideas, usually have them outside. They're inspired by nature. So I know that a lot of you need to be divinely inspired about how you're going to raise money for that next event. And so I encourage you to get outside, enjoy some nature, and try to figure out some great fundraisers. So I'm going to give you a couple principles about fundraisers that I feel like would be some resource, some help to you. And so hopefully they are. Another thing is I have a whole list of fundraisers. All you have to do is email me. It's pawalker@livingwatersoc.com, pawalker@livingwatersoc.com. That email address is right here up under me, so you can check that out. Just email me and I'll give you a whole list of fundraisers. But I feel like there's some principles about fundraising that I really want to share with you. And so the first of all, I want to tell you about that it's important to understand where you are and what you can do with the fundraiser in response to that. So, for example, our particular church is located here in Southern California, and so we're really close to TBN Studios in Santa Ana. So what TBN does is they pay their audience members. So if I was to bring 100 people to a TBN studio taping, they give me $2,000. And that is an awesome moneymaker for us. But if we lived up in San Francisco or even over in Alabama, where I'm originally from, we would not be able to do that. And so there are some particular fundraisers that you can use in your ministry that are just because of where you live. For example, I've heard about somebody up in Michigan who their church is very, very close to a stadium. And what the stadium has allowed them to do is come in and be the workers for the stadium, and they get like 20% of the profit, and it is thousands of dollars for their youth ministry. Another friend of mine, their church parking lot is right beside one of the biggest fairs in Orange County. Actually, it's the Orange County Fair, and they make thousands of dollars each night because they charge for parking. Now, I can't do that. It would be too far to walk from my particular church, but they can because their church is right beside it. So try to figure out what you can do for a big moneymaker that's right next to you, that's right close to where you are, and it'll, those things will be community things too, because you're building up who the church is inside the community, and it'll also be a big moneymaker for you. Second is use your biggest moneymaker for your biggest event. So, for example, if you're about to have a lock-in and your biggest moneymaker is, is a car wash, and you raise thousands of dollars from the car wash, don't do a car wash for your lock-in. Get your money for the lock-in somewhere else. With another event, maybe selling a couple of candy bars or something like that. Use your biggest event. Use your biggest fundraiser, your best fundraiser, your biggest moneymaker for your biggest event. And what happens with that is that when people see a big vision, they give big to it. And so you don't want to waste time, effort, energy, and money of your church people and people that you know and love for just a small event. Dream big, get big, God's big. And so use that. Use your biggest moneymaker for your biggest event. Next, and this is a really, really important one, is get your church behind you. Church offerings are one of the best things you can do. Show a video about youth camp. Show a video about Winterfest and how important it is for these students to be able to get there. And then give that to your senior pastor, and hopefully he will allow you to be able to take an offering up on the Sunday morning prior to the event, or maybe a couple of months in advance. And getting your church behind your event will be one of the best things that you can do. I know for a fact that because I involved my whole church in different events, I've gained students, I've gained money, and I've gained love and respect from it too, because it's keeping them involved in youth ministry. Last thing, and this is the part where I come in, as well as thousands of other youth pastors. So I know there's going to be a lot of youth pastors that are going to be watching this. So I want you to send me in your ideas for fundraising, things that have been worked well for you, and then I'm going to compile a large list and email that out. So there'll be some things that I'm going to add to that. Hopefully you're going to add some things to that. And so all I want you to do is email me at pawalker@livingwatersoc.com and give me all your ideas for great fundraisers, and hopefully we can begin to resource all of Orange County, all of California, all of Nevada with great and wonderful ideas. One of the best kept secrets of youth ministry is to use other people's ideas and see what's working for them, how you can adapt it to work for you. So email me your great fundraiser ideas, and remember these 3 points when you are getting ready for your next fundraiser. God bless you.